Hey there, YouTube watchers. It's been a while since I've done anything recently, and I'm simply trying to get back in the loop and let you guys know what's going on. And I'm going to try and make this as brief as possible, but I've also got something in store for you. So, um, right from the beginning, let's see here. Um, I regionally play Warhammer Fantasy, and I have recently been looking up on Warseer, and they're getting some new models and some new updates. So I've taken the time the past couple of months to simply not do anything. I have been playing Warhammer, but I haven't been doing battle reports. And my buddy Kyle has recently moved, and he's got his own store now in a different city. So I'm left with basically, honestly, almost no competition as far as Warhammer goes anymore. We do have some few players, but they're not competitive players. They're simply showcase players. So it's kind of a big factor for me because I really want a big competitive game. I've got a lot of points, and I just simply said, okay, well, I'm gonna do something else for a little while, and I've simply taken my time, and right now I've rebased my entire army. I've repainted it in some, and I've brought some new models in, and I've completely reflocked it. So that's what's up with Vampire Counts, and we're getting some new models, and I can't wait to the January release in a couple of weeks so I can get some new playing in. I'll play at some small points, and I'll give you guys uh, the lowdown when I get some battles in there. But for now, I have a new addiction, and it's WarMachine. So I'm going to give you guys a 20-point skirmish battle report. This is against my army Khador versus a protector of Minoloth. And my buddy Grayson has been willing to let me take pictures, and because he's a real good guy and I like him a lot. So he's going to be in this one. And he's not the best player in the world, and he wasn't too shy about it, but he's a really good player, and he taught me the game. And this is the first time I've actually done a battle report for WarMachine, because this is the first time I've probably been well-rounded with the rules enough so that I can relay it back to you in a very fashionable and graceful manner. So here's what my force looks like. I just took I started out with just the battle box, and then I grabbed the shock troopers actually from the two-player set. So that was kind of nice. And this is what they look like. I didn't bring the picture down small enough. You can't see the guy over there on the right, the other shock trooper, but you have the general idea. This is what they all look like. In fact, I think that's my sergeant over there. Oh well. So Grayson sets up first. I have no idea what any of this crap is, honestly. I know he's just playing Krios. He's got two light warjacks. He's got some choir boys, and he's got these guys on the left. It's the first time he's played them, though. He's got another set of these guys that look similar. They have swords, though. So, and then I set up over here. And of course, there's an Elven Waystone in the middle of this new battle round board. We're the first people to play on this board, and I was happy to have it. And we only used a 4x4 because the other two 2x2s are actually have water effects on them that's still drying. So we're still the first people to get to use it. And we were very thankful for Jeff for allowing us to do that. Anyways, this Elven Waystone is just going to be a building that you can garrison if you needed to. That's what mine looks like. I'll put Svorska behind the shock troopers. There's another close-up. And she's hiding. You can barely see her nose back there, but that's where she belongs, on a big wall. So Grayson does everything. He just simply runs up with everything. And then excuse me, I think he just does an advance, and then he casts Protector's Ward, and I think that's it. So on my turn, I throw up Fog of War, and everybody runs. No big deal. Oh, and I'm putting in reminders for myself because this game, it was such a long time ago. I had to call Grayson and be like, hey, what in the world happened? So I pop a shot off with my destroyer, and I kill his vassal and a choir boy the first time. And the heavy warjack right there in the front, I think it's called the Crusader. He takes a single block of damage in like column 2, so nothing really, but the blast effect was enough to kill the vassal and the choir boy. So yay, that was a good one. So then he moves up again. Nothing important really happens. And these guys over here on the left, they really don't see anything the entire game. Honestly, they're just coming around the mountain the entire way. So, I mean, nothing you could really do about that. And on my turn, I charge, and this guy with the shield, I guess he's called the Repenter, if I remember correctly. I spent all my focus, and the first time I charged in there, I hit him with my ice axe, did a lot of damage, and I took out his feet. So his movement block columns are gone. So he's crippled a little bit. Then I miss with my open fist, turn around, spend an extra attack, and again I miss for some reason. I only needed like a 6. So I mean, but you know it happens. So then I was like, you know what, screw it. I tried a power attack and I grabbed him with my open fist and then I threw him. My objective was to actually throw him on Krios because I've played this before and I've actually won a game where I have thrown a Warcaster, thrown a Warjack on a Warcaster and just made him a big bowling ball. And it took out the Warcaster. It was so hilarious. But I figured I'd try it again. His movement's gone, so he can't do anything. Well, really, he can't really do anything significant. We'll put it that way. So that's what it looks like. My Juggernaut's ass is just kind of sticking out there now since he couldn't get rid of him. So, do another pop shot, kill that choir boy, the one that's knocked over now. I moved up my Man of War Shock Troopers to guard that triangular barricade, so they have to attack me. And these guys are still coming around the mountain. That's so funny, because I completely put them out of the game by simply just not doing anything. I simply just said, okay, if they're going over there, I'm going this way. So this guy moves up. His flamethrower, I can't remember what he's called, but he's got a big ass mace and that flamethrower I hate so much. So this battle ensues, and this is not good for my Juggernaut because you know he's got an armor 20, his defense is low, and he just spent all the focus he could on him, and you know, on top of everything else, he critted, so now I'm on fire. So he spent all of his focus, he hit with everything, he rolled really high. At one time he rolled 2 6s and a 5 for damage. It was crazy. So after all said and done, this is what my card looks like. The only thing I've got left is my left arm, which is not my ice axe, but my open fist, and 1 block of movement. So, and I'm on fire. So then Krios moves over here behind his fallen Jack, and he's playing hide and seek, and that's fine. So yay! What I did, I moved my my shock troopers up here. And then I used 4 to cast Tempest to knock down my own and that Warjack so that he wouldn't be as scary next turn, really. And I was hoping that it might actually miss and deviate. So bazinga! I was trying to pull a fast one, but it's all on the dice roll, so it's okay. And I got some good out of it. It was kind of a win-win. So. And I fired another shot off with my destroyer, and this guy is the only choir boy left, and he, of course, is fleeing. So that marker there was too for something else that we were using, but not important. So finally, this guy hits the dust. We just kind of simply turned him over there, and I think that's the only thing that really significantly happens. Oh nope, he moves his little flamethrower over here and puts a jet blast down, and he tried to get Sorska, but fortunately enough, I was too far to the right on my side, so that was good. So I charge with my shock troopers, and I decimate that guy. These guys are really, really tough, and I enjoy playing with them. They're definitely worth the 9 points in my opinion. So this guy, he didn't, yeah. I think I only got to like 3 attacks in before I killed him. So I didn't need the other 2. And they're taking burn damage, but I think they're at like 4 apiece. So it's not too bad. Oh, and this guy, my destroyer, I keep forgetting how good he is in close combat. And I usually don't get him in there. He kind of shoots around and he comes in, cleans up. He's kind of like the janitor, really, for my army. Or that's the way I perceive him. Because he's got a nice executioner's axe, and I keep forgetting. Sure enough, I charge in here so that I can't get flamethrowered again, and so that I tie him up so Sorska wouldn't be so scared about actually being out there in the field. Um, I critted on him, and then I did like a lot of damage. So any column that got touched that had like a cortex left right movement, I think I took out everything except his right arm. So on top of that, all of his columns were gone, or at least all the bottom ones, and then I hit him again and did a lot of damage. So he just went poof, just a big ball of metal right now, and he's. I was really surprised that it did that well, and but you know, it was luck. It was incorporated, so that was for me. I thought it was a nice little thing. Okay, so that's that. Yep, yep. Okay. Another view. Sorcerer's got some stuff on her and she's gonna run. These guys are still coming around the mountain. I do a full advance and move backwards for wind rush. The destroyer's out of range, but that's okay. That's what it looks like. And then Krios comes in here, and I'm wondering what the hell is he doing? But then I remembered, oh yeah, he hasn't used his feet yet. So, after his feet, and used all of his focus except for one, and he probably would have took out the other unit, the other guy over there, my sergeant, if he had line of sight. We determined that he did not, so he could not attack. So everything there is knocked down, including my destroyer, and Sorska is, fortunately, just out of range. So that was luck on my part. That's what this looks like. So on my turn, I have to basically do the same thing. And I make an advance. I pop my feet. And at this point, I shoot my hand cannon at Krios. Takes the -4, but I still hit. And then I use this spell. I don't know if you can see it on the card. I try to blow it up a little bit. If you're on full screen, you should be able to read it. But if not, then simply take the minute to do so. I used Razor Wind twice, and then I killed him. And that was the game. And really, you know, the big thing I have to say about this kind of game is that, you know, the order in which you do things is most important. You have to do your activation correctly. You have to do them in the right order, etc. And I am really enjoying this game, and I was very happy that Grayson took the time to teach me. And I look forward to making more of these battle reports. So I think my record right now, as far as everything else goes, I'm about 3-1 as far as winning and losing. So I will catch you guys later. Have a good day, and I'll bring another one to you soon.